Superman actor Henry Cavill says that his next Sue appearance won't spend much time explaining Clark Kent's resurrection. Going into the recent theatrical release of latest Sue entry Justice League, fans were never in doubt that Superman would return, despite having sacrificed his life to defeat Doomsday at the end of 2016's Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Warner Bros. Marketing was at least nice enough to keep him off the posters and out of the trailers leading up to release day, but even the most casual of DC movie fans knew full well that there would be no Justice League for long without Superman to lead it. When the rest of the league successfully revives Superman using one of the mother boxes, it's a truly crowd-pleasing moment to see Kal-El back up and about again. Even if he does spend the first few minutes being confused and violently angry over his sudden lack of being dead, Superman was back, and as many fans pleasantly noted, was much closer to the character's traditional characterization than was portrayed in either Man of Steel or BVS. For now, it's unclear when fans will get to see Henry Cavill once again take to the skies as Superman on the big screen, but there's little doubt that he will. After all, Cavill has confirmed that he's currently under contract for one more Sue appearance. However, Superman's return from the dead left one big question unanswered. Exactly how is the return of Superman's civilian identity Clark Kent going to be explained to the world? During a recent appearance at Ace Comic-Con, Cavill was asked about that subject, and his response suggests that the Sue will mostly gloss over how Clark re-emerges. Here's his full quote, via comic book. "It's a tricky one. The wonderful thing about movies is that it's a suspension of disbelief. We're talking about a guy who can fly, who can shoot lasers out of his eyes. And so there are ways of doing it, but telling these stories, it's about your enjoyment. It's about my enjoyment. It's about enjoyment for the viewer. And so we can spend 4 hours of a movie explaining why and how Clark comes back. But is that what you want to see?" The fan who asked the question then responded with the obvious answer, "No." Cavill then jokingly added, "If I had billions and billions and billions of dollars and I could make 6 movies a year all based on Superman, yeah, we would go through that." While Cavill did later say that the issue will be addressed in some fashion, it seems clear from his response that fans interested in a detailed explanation concerning how Clark Kent successfully returns to civilian life after being both declared legally dead and buried in the ground are likely to be left unsatisfied. From a storytelling standpoint though, it's easy to understand what Cavill is saying. Less time spent on explanations means more time spent on Superman doing exciting Superman things. As alluded to above though, it's still unclear when fans will get to see for themselves how Clark's resurrection is addressed on screen. Cavill has said that he would very much like for his next Superman project to be a proper sequel to Man of Steel, and it remains to be seen if there will be a sequel to Justice League after its rather disappointing box office performance. Just like Superman himself, the character's Sue future is currently up in the air. Source